Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Stardust Diary of the Twin Flame Journey. It's a timeless reading, so whenever you find it will be the right time for you. And also remember the reading can be reversed or mirrored. Okay, so we're going to jump right into this, and I'm just going to start with the intuitive messages. So there's going to be, first of all, a surprise coming in. There's something a little bit unexpected or a little bit of a shock value coming in, whether it's news or a happening or something that you find out about. But something into regards that's maybe a little bit odd, a little bit out there, or something that's a bit of a surprise. And you might want to mark this date on your calendar, May 11th, 2023. This date on or around is going to be a significant date in regards to this twin flame journey and this reading, the number 555 or 5555 will be significant to this reading and to yourself as well. So pay attention if you happen to notice 555 on the clock or on your iPad or on your watch, the TV, or on a sign or a billboard or a license plate or a house number, something to do with anything with a 555 or a quadruple 5, and be very, very mindful of what you're thinking of at the time, or visions or things going through your head, because it's very significant in your messages in regards to the fives. So the next one is there is a heart-to-heart talk required. So when that came in, that means that there's kind of been a break or a space between you and your twin flame for maybe a little while, or it could be a significant while, could be months, actually could be years. So there is a talk that needs to be had, and there's information that needs to be shared between the two of you. And this involves a person from your past. So as soon as I say that, that will make it plain and simple. You will know exactly who I'm talking about. So we will begin the reading right away. Quick, we'll jump right into it. Card 1 will be for you, and card 2 will be for your person. Okay, so we have the 8 of Cups. Okay, so this is interesting. So this is you. So in your place, you are thinking of getting ready to walk away from something, or walk away from a place and a space that you currently are, turning and walking towards something new and something a little bit brighter on the horizon. So every time I see this card, it means there's a closure coming in life, or you're working on a closure in life, and you're ready to close the doors, put it into a chapter in a part of your life. This could be a way of life. This could be with an old karmic partner, or completing the resolution with a karmic partner, marriage, whatever it is. But something's coming to a closure. You're getting ready to walk away from something old, and you're turning and getting ready to walk away to something new. And if you notice there, right in the very back, if you look in front of her back is to you, and you actually see the bright sunshine. She's actually looking at it. So to me, that's looking at a closure of some kind, moving on to something bigger and better, brighter, something more positive. And you could be walking, and again, there has been a space or a time between you and your person, and so that could be you walking to them, and they could actually be your sunshine, right? So whatever you're completing, you're walking away from, you're walking towards a new cycle, a new path, a new time, or walking towards your ray of sunshine, and your ray of sunshine is your twin flame, okay? And so your person, your twin flame, your soulmate, they are busy doing stuff. So they could be in study, they could be looking something up, they could be doing book work. It looks like they're, kind of investigating, learning something, doing something, having to look something up that actually is significant to their life. So it could be, when I see this, because this time it's like getting ready for taxes or something like that, or in self-study, studying something, looking something up, or they might be into reading, right? And also, with this, basically it's getting at the point that your twin flame is busy kind of in the physical sense, whether it's applied learning or having to apply something, book work, paperwork, something to do with that, but actual physical work with something. And they might be learning something new. And the other thing is your twin flame is watching you online. So every time I see this Page of Swords, that means a couple things. It means that there's that they're watching you online. They're checking your social media, asking your friends, your family, acquaintances about you, kind of what's going on. You're not actually knowing this because it's kind of going on in the background. So they're looking at photographs. They're kind of checking out what you're doing, where you're at, how things are going, without directly talking to you. So just keep that in mind. or you could be being watched by someone else on social media as well. So just be mindful, however that plays out for you, good or bad. And the other thing is that we might have children involved. So every time I see the pages indicate children. So there could be one kid, there could be more than one kid involved with this twin flame journey, this twin flame connection. And another thing is, this person has come to the realization that this heart-to-heart conversation needs to be had. So when I see the Page of Swords, it's like, okay, you know what? I've thought about this, and they've come to the decision that we've kind of been apart long enough. We haven't talked in a long time, or there's been a break in our communication, and it's time to get back in the saddle and have a conversation. So whatever situation is going on, they've come to realize we need to do something about this. Too much time has passed and it's kind of sitting idle, okay? So our next card are the love factors, 3, 4, and 5. And we'll see what else is going on. And there could have been, you know, when I see this walking away from something, this could have been someone that maybe turned their back and walked away from this twin flame connection for just a short duration. And so also working on a conclusion in their life. Okay, so here we have the Page of Wands. So that's about communication, okay? So now we definitely know we're going to have some sort of communication between the two of you. So this is the Page of Wands. So this is about kind of a nice passionate conversation. And like this is a little bit more than just a catch-up conversation. There's some, like I said, the heart-to-heart conversation needs to be had, and it looks like it's coming in. And it's going to come in probably quickly, a little more quick than you realize. They kind of one day out of the blue, it's just going to happen. And that could be your shock or your surprise. Again, I'm going to mention the May 11th date. So whatever that has to, you'll find out. Circle it on your calendar and you'll see the significance. So it'll be the May 11th, maybe a day or two prior or a day or two after. But we have communication coming in. It could be fairly hot, could be fairly romantic. It could be very fast coming communication, incoming, outgoing. And again, this definitely points towards children involved in this situation. So now there's at least 2 kids involved here. And this might be some of the conversation topic that actually comes up, okay? So now we're going to move on to, actually, no, we're picking up one of these. Okay, and we have the Knight of Wands. Okay, the Knight of Wands here, again, this is the pace picking up, more communication coming in. And we have a lot of fire energy here, which means it's hot, it's romantic, it's fast paced. So it's like everything went to like a total stall or a total standstill between the two of you. And this could have been for a significant amount of time. And it's about to pick up. The conversation is going to pick up. It's going to be really, really nice, warm, hot, passionate conversation that comes up that's going to cover a lot of territory. And it's going to pick up in pace. It's going to start and then it's going to kind of go full tilt ahead, because the Knight of Wands is about forward moving action, or things taking place in a faster shape or a faster way moving forward. This is picking up the pace and this is speeding up the pace even more. Again, conversation and connection. Like really, these are all communication cards. And with this Knight of Wands, we could have fire sign people involved. It could be Aries, could be Leo, could be Sagittarius, not zodiac specific, or it could be have a heavy placement in your person's chart, or yours for that matter. But just look at the pace picking up, the conversational pace picking up, and it could be actual action between you two, physical interaction, actually meeting up. So conversation, you know, you're hearing from and saying, oh, you know, do you want to come over? Do you want to go for a coffee? Do you want to meet up? But it's going to move in a fast pace, a lot faster than what you're expecting. Okay. And the Ace of Wands. Okay, now more wand energy. Again, you're going to be talking about a new start together, or what's going on. Again, this is about new starts, new cycles beginning, and you have lots to talk about. Essentially, that's what it is. Ace of Wands is about a new, passionate, romantic, hot start. There's a lot of connection, a lot of chemical connection between you, a beautiful chemistry, a lot of passion, a lot of love, and it's been sitting idle. You guys are going to be talking about this new cycle ahead. And that's about as much as a black and white as you can get it. Again, it's very, very passionate, romantic conversation coming in. And romantic, passionate action coming in, okay? So now we're going to move to... There you go. Chemistry. Yeah, it's just what I finished saying. Okay, so this is one of the main messages. I switched the cards out here from last time. So there's a lot of chemistry between the two of you. There's a strong magnetic attraction, and we can see that. It's just that there's been a break between you two for whatever reason that's went on. And a wedding. The situation involves a marriage. Okay, now there could be a couple things going on here. Now, so these are the main messages that are coming through with these two cards. So we have a lot of chemistry between you two people. We know there's been a break in connection, a break in not seeing each other, you know, either conversationalist speaking or actually physically there's been a break, or both, probably both. But there's been a parting in the ways because there could have been somebody involved with a karmic partner or in a marriage that kind of has went dormant or died behind closed doors. And there could also be a conversation again about a new start. So some of you could be talking about wedding or moving into your next higher commitment within your relationship, or just talking about where is this going, or talking about it's time we get back together. Talk about our new start that maybe in the end will result in a wedding, but it won't be, as per se, a wedding in 30 days. It's just talking about the reconnection. There's a lot of chemistry, and you're basically talking about hooking back up again and making maybe another more advanced step in your relationship, like another higher commitment, okay? But again, we could be having partners, one or both of you, in an old marriage, an old karmic relationship, or a common law dynamic here. So to me, it probably is all of the above, okay? And now we are going to go to our advice from tarot, and I'll take, oh, that was quick, totally different deck, just like that. Okay, so this is the Wheel of Fortune. So this is about everything spinning in your favor. This is about destiny. This is about fate. This is also about divine timing. So there could be a lot of divine timing involved in here, and definitely, you know, like the twin flame is also about the runner chaser thing. That's very, very common. Okay, so look at this. This is what came out. So they all fell out, so I kind of honor what comes out. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Ten of Cups, which is the happy house, the happy home, the married couple, or a higher commitment couple. And this is about lovers. Like, isn't that something? Look at this. It's the same thing here. So this is your advice. Wow. Very, very nice. Very, very nice reading. Okay, so can you see this? I'll move this over a bit. You guys are going to be talking about a higher commitment, getting back together, catching up, telling each other what's been going on in the background, what's been the pause, the hold up. If there's kids involved, we're going to be talking about that too. We're going to be talking about our new start. Destiny, like I said. And you know what? This also could be talking about cycles in your life. What has happened, what is currently going on, and what we're going to do looking ahead in our cycles together. Again, this has got to do with a couple. This is a man and a woman, and this is the Lover's card. So this is definitely talking about the twin flames, two people involved here. And this is talking about our future, about where we're going to go, a wedding, an engagement, a higher commitment, maybe moving in together, or just reconnecting in a more permanent fashion. This is really nice, but it's very, very successful, like a beautiful hot chemistry between both of you here, right? This is getting to a little more serious territory, and I kind of think it seems like there's been a lot of time that's went by, and I think maybe you both had time to sit and think about each other, what life has been like for each of you apart with no communication, no physical interaction, whether it's just talking or seeing each other, and maybe enough time has passed by that you realize how much this person actually means to you. And if not, one or both of you are basically going to say, you know what, life's too short, we need to talk about this, because stagnation wastes time, really, and you know life is too short already. But this is absolutely beautiful. Beautiful advice, beautiful spread so far. And again, everything turning in your favor at the perfect place at the perfect time. And you're basically destined to be with this person. This is a destiny card, destiny fate card. This is about your twin flame, the lovers, a man, woman, or your same sex, whatever, however it applies to you, and about where our happy house or happy home and being together leads us. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. So now we will move on. Oh, we'll go back to this deck. And this is our outcome, or our possible outcome. You guys have lots to talk about here. And it's about new starts. Romantic starts. Romantic areas. Lots of passion. Lots of chemistry. Beautiful chemistry between the two of you. It's a high attraction. A very, very high attraction reading. With so much fire in. Okay, whoa. Okay, well, I guess we'll take that. Thank you for wanting to fall out. Okay. Okay. This is total success. And this is justice, about fairness, about what's meant to be. It's about balance. It could be about legal contracts. Again, the marriage, this is very similar to the wedding card, the contracts. So this is about also maybe having to make a choice. And it could be, this can go a couple ways. First of all, it's a very successful ending, conclusion, resolution. So that means coming back together, whether it's talking or whatever you guys are going to do. But it's going to be success. It's going to be victory. It's going to be well worth the work and the effort putting into it. And, you know, it's about igniting that torch between you two. And there is a heavy, big torch between you two, definitely. Because we have just wands all over the place. Here, 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 here. Chemistry. It's beautiful. And the Justice card. So the Justice card is the card of Libra, right? So this is about balance, fairness, cooperation, working together. And again, this could be talking about a higher commitment in this relationship. It could be talking engagement. It could be talking about moving in. It could be talking about marriage, or just getting things back on track in a more permanent fashion. And this also, because we have wedding here and justice, often can be a wedding contract. Again, we could have partners, former partners, karmic partners involved in the background. So there could be actually a marriage involved, which was separating you two, and there might have to be an ending of a marriage, wedding contract, couples contract, whatever it is, before we move on to this path. And that could be indeed what's holding up this twin flame reunion, but it is definitely coming back. So again, a justice can be about choices, and it can also be about court or legal action, or someone actually leaving a marriage or a common law partner or a karmic partner, whatever it is. But it's about restoring balance in your life, but it's very, very successful. Yeah, and it's about having successful harmony. I kind of think with both of these people involved, there has been a lot of disharmony. There's been a lot of injustice. There's been a lot of just not even Steven, and it's time to bring that around again, okay? So, again, too much time has gone by between you two, okay? Okay, so we are going to move on to our love messages between our twins. Okay. So this side is going to be you, and this is going to be your love messages to your partner. Okay. Remember, time waits for nobody. Okay, again, I think I did I did say this, that there has been a lot of time and people are wasting too much precious time. Time is of the essence, and quit wasting time, basically. I'm leaving a toxic relationship, leaving a karmic relationship behind. I can't do this anymore. Okay, that's exactly what this is right here. There is other people involved. So karmic partners, common law, whatever it is. So someone's trying to wrap something up or get things in order in the background. And that's definitely what's holding part of this process up, if not all of it. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. Look at this. Wedding, and we have the justice. Like, again, justice can be marriage contract. So, marry me. Jesus, please marry me. You're the one. Again, this is where this conversation is going to be going. It's about ending something old to move on to something new, and you could be talking about higher commitment. Okay? Very nice. Can you see this? I think so. And again, this is very much the marriage card, too. Okay. So now we are going to have our messages from your person to you. I have so much I need to say to you, but when I see you, I go blank and speechless. I'm never lost for words or thoughts. Okay, so that's how you affect this person. This person's used to carrying on at the drop of a hat, and there's really no stopping in words or thoughts, except when that person's around you. You do that to them, which is a very special connection. Okay. Listen to what I tell you in your dream state. I listen to my messages. I know you hear me and get my messages. Okay, so we have a very, very high connection. So this is universal connection. Very connected in the telepathic world. It's like you both communicate in the dream state. And I think, but you're both well aware of that. So you have your karmic partner. Whatever you're seeing in your sleep, your dream state, you should be making a dream journal, because whatever you're seeing in your sleep, this is what this person is directing information at you, communicating with you. So you are getting messages in the dream state. So whatever it's telling you, listen. This is very nice. This is about a beautiful, passionate reconnection. I've known all along. Okay, so there's something going on here. And again, just remember, these can be reversed too, right? So this person has known something all along. So, you know, whether they know how you feel about you, or they know why you're thinking what you're thinking, doing what you're doing, or they're kind of well aware of what's going on in the background, whether it's things that need to be cleaned up, tied up, resolved to move on. But whatever you're thinking this person doesn't know, that person does know, okay? So that's very interesting. What a nice reading. Okay, and I'm going to take a couple cards from the 1942 deck. And this is just going to be an overall advice card too from the universe. And we'll see what this has to tell you. Okay. Imagination. Having the ability to think or dream new, interesting, unorthodox, unconventional ideas. Having creativity. Being a free thinker, thinking outside the box. If you can dream it, you can think it, you can create it. Okay, again, so we have a creative factor in here, and we have people basically sitting there thinking, imagining how to get back with their twin flame is what's going on here. Imagination is endless and boundless. The sky is the limit. So you guys have been thinking about this reconnection for a very long time, and it's sitting in your imagination how you're going to reconnect. Well, it is. So this is kind of a cool reading. It's like anything and everything is possible. And I'm just going to tell you again, there is a surprise coming in, and that was quite fluent when I was getting ready to do this reading. Like, that message was kind of high energy, okay? Okay. Excuse yourself from situations that do not involve you. Okay, so here is the next one. So we could have things going on in the background. So this has got nothing to do with you and your twin flame. This has got something to do with whatever you got going on in the background. So if you have an ex or a karmic partner, or if it's like a common law and they're kind of always constantly wanting your attention or kind of draining your energy fields, it's basically saying, however this applies to you, this could be on both sides, if you both have karmic partners or something going on, or you have friends or family matters that are kind of draining your energy fields, which really actually have nothing to do with you. It's just basically saying, excuse yourself from situations that do not involve you. So it's like outside drama. If you have outside drama in your lives, it's saying walk away from whatever doesn't involve you, because it's draining energy fields, and it plays a role in a person's mind, right? Sometimes it can really instigate bad moods, or it can instigate negative thoughts, and it really shouldn't, because it never had anything to do with you in the first place. So just excuse yourself from that. You do you, they can do themselves. And again, that particular thing has got nothing to do with you and your twin flame, but it's whatever you and your twin flame having going on in the background that's impacting you. So that could be friends, it could be family, it could be karmic partners, it could be ex-spouses, separations, the partner that you don't want to be with anymore. It's their drama in their life. Okay, here we go. And I've always liked this card too, and it always made a lot of sense to me. Life is not all about straight lines and right angles. Life is messy, and get used to it. Adjust and reset your sails, make it work. Okay, so again, this can be, you know what? Life is full of curveballs. That's the way it is, and that's kind of what makes life interesting, is when you have to adjust the sails to make it work. It's just saying, you know what? Life isn't always a bowl of roses. It's not unicorns and rainbows and butterflies. And sometimes you just have to make the best of a bad situation. It's not about perfect. It's about trying to make it as perfect as you can with what you have and with the wonderful people in your lives, okay? So which is a nice, it's a nice piece of advice, actually. You know what? Everybody's in that same kind of situation as life goes on. And you know what? Life is messy, but you know what? It's not the end of the world, and it's nothing that can't be dealt with. Again, this goes back to excuse yourself from situations that do not involve you, okay? That will simplify things big time, and that's really good words of advice, all three of them. And you know what? Use your imagination to reconnect. So that could be, you know, your imagine to reconnect by conversation, meeting somewhere in a special place, whatever that means to you. You know, over the World Wide Web, a phone call, a text message, an email, however that suits. Just think about all these neat things in your imagination that you can make this work. But this is one of the nicest readings I've seen in a very, very, very long time. It's so positive, and it's about two people realizing that time is passing and time waits for nobody. And that's very obvious because it actually said in the messages. I'm going to pull one card from here. Okay. So here we have self-indulgence, focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. Okay, so again, there's some self-work, some shadow work, some are maybe things that we have going on that need some healing, need some work to make us better. And you know what? That can have to do with not today. And so we have the not today. So we have maybe somebody trying to avoid their shadow side, or maybe putting this on ignore. They put it on ignore too long, and it's just kind of every day is not today. But guess what? Today is going to be the day, and it is going to turn around, right? As soon as we look after some of our own issues is when everything is going to move forward. And that's going to be our divine timing card. Okay, so there could have been a little bit of, I'm just going to read this, not today. Not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation or a call. A person or boundaries is still angry. Okay, so there could have been a few maybe negative words or negative thoughts, or maybe a negative situation that actually caused this to begin with. Okay, the separation is what I mean. So we know that there was a parting in the parting of the parties here, and it's kind of somebody maybe turned their back for a little while. But again, we have other parties involved here in the background with these two twin flames. And so it's kind of like basically put on ignore for whatever happened. So it's just basically saying, we have some inner healing, some inner work. Don't let your ego get in the way, because that's what's happening, and that's part of this that's part of the separation. A little bit of ego involved because maybe you're annoyed or hurt, or there was a lack of boundaries, you're still angry, or didn't leave on a good note the last time you talked, or something like that. And again, this has got to do with kids in the background, other karmic partners in the background, maybe exes or families being involved that shouldn't be involved. Anyway, some sorting out and some simplification is all it's going to take here to get this on the road. But again, you're going to have surprises. May 11th, 2023 is a significant date. That date, or a day or two before or after. And you guys are about to have communication coming in like crazy. And you're probably going to be meeting face to face or seeing each other somewhere on your journey. And you have lots to talk about. And like I said, there's a very, very, very high chemistry and a very, very high vibe connection, a universal connection in the telepathic field. Okay, so anyway, that is a very, very nice reading. Like I said, one of the nicest readings I've seen in a very, very long time. Very successful. A lot of romance, a lot of passion, a lot of chemistry, like a high connection, high vibe. I don't know what you guys are doing. You should be together. Should have been together a while already, by the looks of it. So anyway, that will end our reading for the Stardust Diary of the Twin Flame Journey. And again, remember, these can be reversed or switched around, of course. And it's a timeless reading. And remember, it's our 555 or 5555 is our main number, which means change. Change is coming. Okay, anyway, that will end it. So thank you for joining me on my channel, taking the time to stop in. And if you like the reading and the reading resonates, claim it and seal it with a midnight kiss. And if not, ditch it and leave it. Remember, we're always at free will choice. So may this shine on you in a positive way. Remember, live, laugh, love, and always keep a sense of humor, because it certainly helps. And wishing you many blessings, health, and happiness. And remember, there's only going to be basically 3 things in this 3D life that we're going to attain or accomplish. And that's basically to love, to be loved, and to have true inner happiness. And sometimes when you look at things like that in a very simple way, it makes things a lot easier to navigate forward, I guess, or maybe easier choices, okay? And again, there's a lot of time, wasted time being wasted here between you two. So anyway, if you like, click, share, subscribe, and click the bell icon, of course. And that will end our reading. So until we talk again, stay happy, stay healthy, help yourself, and help others. Bye for now.